hey guys, sorry about that. We're having Sony issues like they did in the press conference.
God, we had to do a restart.
Restart. We apologize. Sony was working our cameras. What can we say?
Oh God.
We're just gonna hit where we left off. Call of Duty's coming out November 6th, 2015. Interesting, right around Fallout 4, Tomb Raider. It's gonna be a very cluttered time around
It's
then.
not going to have
It's
a
the game of the
snowball's
month,
chance
everybody.
against Fallout 4
Yeah.
and
No
Tomb
way.
Raider and Halo.
The name is what sells it.
Yeah,
So
the
Yeah.
name is gonna help it along.
Yeah.
PS4 first map packs, like we said, it looks interesting. We'll see how it comes in the coming up months. But moving on, then I wrote, they had these videos of just games, randomly, and like things would pop up like Until Dawn, and then like other things, and then just show games. I'm like, what the?
Well, that's what didn't make sense. It was kind of like a filler because they had MLB The Show on there that's been out for 3-4 months
it's like,
now.
why are they showing
They're
stuff?
not adding anything to it.
Are they
Well,
trying?
that reminds me, because in the beginning of it, I remember we were watching another scene that was just like that, where it was just video game after video game after video game, and I almost jumped out of my seat because I was like, are they making another Zone of the Enders? And knowing that was
just
like
things.
not gonna happen
Yeah,
ever.
it's just rolled through. I
Yeah.
mean, that was at the beginning, so it was kind of like a tease. But
Yeah.
They just did this for.
I don't know
It
why.
was very misplaced. Then they come out with Disney Infinity
No one cares about this stuff.
Star Wars Disney Infinity.
coming out
Yeah,
this fall.
But the guy was really excited to talk about it.
Really excited.
He
A
was
little
like,
too excited to talk about Disney Infinity.
Like somebody told him he needs to pep up the crowd because that's the level
Yeah,
of energy
dude,
we
go-
need.
Like he was molested by Mr. Rogers.
he
That's
was
pushing a little bit.
he was like the Unravel from
That's what I
our.
was thinking. He was like that guy.
He was
except
from
for
the ar-
not really doing a good job.
At the EA press conference, there was a game that I think is amazing. It's called Unravel, and this guy was super excited, and you got excited because he was just so excited. This guy, I was just like, bro, stop talking.
Shh.
I mean,
Nobody's excited for it.
starter pack for PS4, Boba Fett 3.0, Star Wars. There, if you give a shit,
Next.
check it out.
Next.
Disney Infinity, Star Wars Fall. Nothing real. Waste of what Sony did.
And then they follow it up with Star Wars Battlefront, which is the reason why you don't give a shit about Star Wars Infinity.
Yeah, the Infinity tried to emulate everything about Battlefront, and it just failed
Yeah,
on
and that's
massive
exactly
levels.
what it was.
Yeah.
They copied half the scenes that we saw
Yep.
They should-
earlier
they-
on Battlefront. And
They
And
showed-
here again, it's another duplicate. We already saw Battlefront.
They showed-
Why are they showing it again?
They showed Tatooine, that was about it. Nothing major,
Yeah.
nothing special.
I mean, it's just Battlefront, like we said, November 17, 2015. We got a new gameplay, which was not from EA, but it was from on Tatooine. It looks
It
like
wasn't as good of gameplay because the EA
It was
gameplay was so
construct,
much
yeah.
more
Yep.
in depth.
Yeah.
But this was, it was good. It was
It
good
was a little
to see
teaser
a
taste.
different area,
Yeah.
the different graphics in that area, kind of what you're able to do in a gunfight.
Yeah, but very short. Like,
Yes.
and this is not a first party, so this is Nintendo. Wow, Sony has really not been showing anything. Like, and it's
Yeah.
upsetting.
well, here's the easy way to put it. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I saw one trailer of it. This is the second trailer. You're still not selling me on it. I'm not gonna buy this game because you showed me
I know.
a different map for.
But would
30
you say that
seconds
EA had the better?
Oh, EA killed it by far. It wasn't even close.
And I just personally don't you think you should leave it to the developer anyway to handle showing off their game? You know, they should have the better, the better release anyway.
I understand the third party and Sony wanting to help them, but there comes a time where you have to show your stuff as well. And for Guerrilla to be the only one really to show a really good game,
Media Molecule.
I mean, Dream, yeah, but like for a lot of Sony fans, they want an action thing. Some people don't like the, dream type situation, and it's just
I think Dreams is gonna be hard to actually sell. I like I said, I mean,
They've sold a lot of different weird
Good
games
attempt,
over there
but-
over the years, but
and then
Yeah, you would have thought Little Big Planet would have made it.
yeah.
yeah, but at least that had elements to it.
and you knew what it
Dreams-
was. You
Dreams
knew
are
what
very
it was.
big, Yeah, yeah.
You knew what Little Big Planet
It's
was.
abstract. That's the word I think comes to mind. Is
it's
abstract.
very abstract.
And then of course you know what's coming. Uncharted 4. They said we're gonna end with this game, Uncharted 4.
And technically they restarted actually.
And I was hoping,
God.
hey, I was hoping for a Crash Bandicoot because the game. Let me set the picture for a second. They jump into this demo, and then about 30 seconds in, It's like, all right, Sully goes to Drake, follow me. And Drake is frozen in time for about 20 seconds.
We seriously thought the computer we were watching the show on froze.
And then we're just watching and we're like, what the hell is going
What's
on?
the problem here?
And then they restarted the demo. It shows that it's a live demo and anything can happen,
Yeah.
but not the best thing to have.
There's a reason
When
why
you
you
have
can't
to-
get Morpheus to work.
Yeah. And for your
Blockbuster
big
game
that's
to
not
be
even
the
coming out this
being
year.
glitched. Yeah.
You know,
That sucks.
I mean, the demo was very impressive. You know, the off-roading, the driving, the combat, very impressive. I mean, I don't know what your guys' thoughts on the demo was, but
No, it was a very good demo. It just, oh, I'm sorry. It was
It's
just
been a day.
ridiculous that they restarted it.
it's terrible. And then at the end, just the
It
abrupt
just,
ending.
it just cut
Yeah.
off.
And then it was not like, thank you guys for like, just very poorly done by
Yeah, like,
PlayStation.
ah, man. Just,
Sony did not do a good job, and they are forcing me to eat my words.
Which I cannot wait to hear. Do you think Sony won Best Show?
shut up.
No. Sony really underachieved. They did not bring anything substantial to the table besides what I already knew was coming. So I can't imagine that next year is going to be any amount of a good time for a
They definitely
PlayStation.
have to prove themselves next year. What did you
Yeah,
think
well, that's what I
being
mean.
the
They're gonna have to
Sony?
come out and hit a home run with
Yeah,
everything
with
that they're
everything
going.
that
No
they-
release
yeah.
dates, no
Nothing.
anything, barely any gameplay.
And the whole conference was basically just riding on the coattails of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's what I
They
mean. I
pushed
think
Call
I
of Duty
really
much.
think they just
If you
planned
look
on
at
that.
the conference layout, it was huge title, bunch of nothing, big name Hitman, bunch of nothing, big name Street Fighter, bunch of nothing, big name Destiny, bunch of nothing, big name Call of Duty, bunch of nothing, big name Uncharted. That was it. Like they were relying on the momentum of like
that's
these
what I
slight.
think the problem was. I think they were like, okay, we know we got Call of Duty, and we know we're gonna
And they-
close with Uncharted, and
With no
That's-
release date. You
Yeah.
should have had a
Yeah,
release
there
date,
should have
Sony,
been
for that.
a release date.
That's
But then
very
again, they couldn't
disappointing.
even connect the controller
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the character. So
yeah.
I mean-
you don't even want to know. I don't even know if I could give Sony a score.
Ooh.
1.5 maybe.
1.5 out of 5.
I gave it a 2.5 because it started out strong. Well, it didn't even start out strong. Everybody else started out strong, and it started out with Last Guardian.
I give it a 2.5, and that's purely based on the fact that I know Sony has done well in the past, and I'm hoping this is just a bad year. And I'm sorry, people need to be fired over how bad this press conference was. They need to fire people.
Next year, guys, take Microsoft's spot and just sit the back. Don't sit in the back anymore.
it's sad because I don't want to give them a bad score because they had titles that I'm very, very, very excited about. They didn't present them in the right way, but I have to give them a 1.
Ooh! Help! 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 We're burning! It's okay, Kratos. It's okay.
It's
No, no.
not. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
It's not. For me personally, a lot of the games I hated and I just didn't like and didn't think were good. But aside from that, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm sure my tastes are different from the the other four of you. I think it was a horribly put together conference. I think the opening was awful. The abrupt end, like this is a freaking multi-billion-dollar company, I'm sure, and this is what they present to the world. It was a joke.
No price cut. No, nothing on anything with the PlayStation. Nothing with any regards to what Xbox says. Basically, what PlayStation did to Xbox the one year where they just said, "Oh, we're cheaper. Oh, we're this, we're that." That's what Xbox did this year, and Sony had no answer for it.
Trump
I think it was
complete-
well done by Microsoft what they did
Completely
this year.
bent him over and just
I
spanked
mean,
him a couple
And you felt like Microsoft actually took what the gamers wanted.
Yeah.
Even though there wasn't price drops for Microsoft, they had the backwards compatibility, which I know Nick, is
It's
not
a myth.
is a thinking
It's
is
a
myth.
myth.
But it's what gamers want.
They've
You know what I
been
mean?
saying it for 10 years. No one is going backwards compatible. It is a myth.
This is another subject for another day.
Yeah, we'll definitely do. But that will end our Sony press conference. Thank you guys for watching. This is the reaction of Sony, where 5 friends come around this table and discuss our reactions to some poor, pathetic press conferences.
I like the new setup, by the way. I think it really is nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Sony, get your shit together.
That's where the
'cause-
budget went. Was into the screen
Yeah.
for E3. That's where all the money
Yeah.
went.
Sony, get your shit together because you guys dropped it hardcore this year.
Make sure tomorrow you stay tuned and subscribe to the channel here on YouTube.com.
We got Mike-
Improv Gaming.
We got my conference tomorrow. We got the big end coming up tomorrow, which I'm stoked for.
Nintendo, we're gonna have live reactions right after the press conference, or the direct if you want to be direct about it. And also Square Enix, which I think might be a sleeper hit.
They will come out with a Final Fantasy fighting game tomorrow.
Nick
They will
Dimensions.
announce it. I demand it because you cannot give me Teletubbies in a world of Final Fantasy.
So to end this video, we have all that jazz, Mr. Nicholas.
Please like and subscribe to the video or to the channel at youtube.com/Improv Gaming. Like us on Facebook at Improv Gaming, space between the two words. Like us on Instagram or Twitter, Improv_Gaming, and you can email us at improvgamers@gmail.com.
And always check out every week we have a episode on our Gamescast. This coming up Monday, we will be having the best of E3, where me, Nick, and Jeremy are going to be discussing what we think worked, what would the best press conference of it. I don't think Sony is going to be in that discussion.
Now we're gonna do the worst too, because we got to throw that out there.
Yeah, I'm
too.
sorry, but we've got to do a
But
zero to hero.
Bethesda's looking pretty damn good if I don't say so myself.
I
Yeah. One for me. As always, thank you guys for watching, and as always, game on.